My parents cut me off from their life. It happened 3 days after my cousin Ashley's wedding. I woke up to a text from my mom that said, "We can't have you in our lives anymore. Don't contact us." My dad's text came 2 hours later. "Your mother and I are in agreement. We need space from you indefinitely." I called them both like 20 times. Nothing. I drove to their house. My dad opened the door about 2 inches, saw it was me, and just closed it. I stood on their porch texting, "Please just tell me what I did," until my mom replied, "You know exactly what you did." But I didn't. The wedding was normal. I wore the navy dress my mom picked out, sat through the ceremony, ate the mid-chicken. Around 9, I felt weird, pressure behind my eyes. So I found Ashley, said congratulations, and left early. That was it. For a week, I kept trying to reach family. Finally, my Aunt Kim picked up. "Your parents asked us not to talk to you," she said. "Kim, I don't know what I did." She went quiet. "You don't remember? You knocked over a whole table of champagne glasses. You were stumbling around yelling at Uncle Jeff. Ashley was crying. Your mom had to apologize to half the guests." My stomach dropped. "That didn't happen. Everyone saw it. You were really drunk." "I wasn't drinking. I literally don't drink." "That's what your mom thought too, which is why she's so upset. She kept saying she raised you better than to get wasted and embarrass her." There it was. Not worried, just embarrassed. My parents care about appearances more than anything. My dad's on the HOA board. My mom volunteers at church because the right people go there. When my brother got divorced, they ghosted him for 4 months. Nobody would listen. They'd all decided what happened. My parents had been helping with rent during grad school, $400 a month. That stopped immediately. I maxed out my credit card, picked up every shift at the campus library, sold my laptop, found a cheaper apartment with random roommates. But the worst part was the memory gap. What happened between eating cake and leaving? Was something wrong with me? 2 months later, I was shelving books when that same feeling hit. Pressure behind my eyes, metallic taste. Next thing I knew, I was on the floor and someone was calling an ambulance. At the hospital, the ER doctor said I'd had a seizure. They kept me overnight. The next day, a neurologist came in. "You have epilepsy. Have you had this before?" I told her about the wedding, the memory gap, how people said I was stumbling and yelling. "That was probably your first major seizure." Post-seizure confusion looks exactly like being drunk to people who don't know better. I started crying. I wasn't losing it. I was sick and nobody even considered that. I'd put Kim as my emergency contact. She showed up and I explained everything. Her face went pale. "Oh my God, nobody thought of that. I told you I wasn't drinking. I should have believed you. Can I tell your parents?" Part of me wanted to say no, but I wanted them to know what they did. "Yeah, whatever." Kim called my mom. 10 minutes later, my phone blew up. My mom, my dad, Ashley, Uncle Jeff, everyone. I turned it off. Next morning, my mom walked into my hospital room, eyes super red. "We made a terrible mistake. I should have listened. I'm so sorry." I didn't say anything. My dad showed up an hour later, sitting outside my apartment before I even got home. "I was wrong. Let me help. Let me pay your medical bills. You sent me a text saying you couldn't have me in your lives." "I know, but we didn't understand. You didn't cut me off because you were worried. You cut me off because I embarrassed you in front of Uncle Jeff and the church people." He just closed his mouth. "When I actually needed you, when I was having seizures alone trying to figure out what was happening, you were gone. You blocked my number." I walked past him and didn't look back. My mom kept texting. Dinner invitations, old photos. "I miss you." My dad sent a check for $2,000 that I ripped up and mailed back in pieces. Then my mom deadass showed up at the library where I work. Walked right up to the desk, mid-shift. "We need to talk. I'm working." "Then I'll wait." She sat there 4 hours. When I got off, she followed me to my car. "I know I messed up, but I'm your mother. You can't cut me out forever." I turned around. "Yeah, actually I can. You literally showed me how. Please, what do you want me to do? I wanted you to believe me 2 months ago. I wanted you to answer when I called 30 times. I wanted you to be my mom instead of worrying what the church ladies would think." "I know, you're right. You weren't sorry when you thought I got drunk. You're only sorry now because everyone knows you abandoned your sick kid. That makes you look bad." She started crying, but I got in my car and left. "I'm on medication now, no more seizures."